Hi there, in this video I'm going to talk about my favorite restaurants in Madrid. Making this list was funny because of course I do my research, so I went ahead and researched on Google what are the best restaurants in Madrid, and I would scroll and scroll and scroll, and some of the restaurants that were on these lists I didn't like Casa Dani. It may be a very traditional popular restaurant here in Madrid, but I think that there's better food here than that one. I don't know who's going to be your reliable person or source in terms of what are the best restaurants in Madrid, but we love to go to restaurants for fun and we like to rate them all the time, and we always look at ambience, and that includes the decoration, the music, how you feel, the vibe that you get at that place. We look at service, and of course we look at quality of food and value. So those are the four things I'm going to be focusing on when I tell you about these restaurants. I'm going to tell you about what are the places that I just can't stop repeating and going and recommending and getting great feedback when I recommend them. So let's get started. I have to start with Spanish food because I'm sure that if you are a tourist and you're coming to Madrid, that's what you are going to be looking for. So I'm going to give you a decent list of Spanish places. First on the list, El Paraguas. El Paraguas is actually at this point a group of partners that have made several restaurants in Madrid. All of their restaurants are great. I think I love them all, and I think that they're a good choice usually, always. Still, there are other great choices in Madrid, but El Paraguas is famous because it's a very elegant restaurant. It's, I would say the vibe and decoration is a mix between cozy and you feel like at home, but in an elegant environment. The service is really good. These people care about their presentation in terms of how the place looks and how the service is delivered. So those things are going to be great when it comes to El Paraguas group. The food is Asturian style food. They have a little bit of everything. They have seafood, they have steak and red meat, and they have a lot of vegetables or vegetable dishes, and they're all really good. The thing with this place is that it's overpriced, but still are all of the restaurants on this street, Calle Jorge Juan. So be careful when you come to this street. It's beautiful. I love the street and the vibe, and most of the restaurants here are really prestigious and great in Madrid, but they are pricey. La Máquina. I haven't visited in a while, but when I did, I was obsessed and I went like 2 times in like within the same month or something like that. I love the food from here. This is a Spanish style tapas restaurant. I remember loving the seafood dishes here. If you are looking for a very traditional experience where you're going to find alcachofas, great Spanish seafood, great croquetas, etc., this is a place. It's not impressive when it comes to decoration. Service is really good, but again, like it's very traditional, normal, nothing special, but the food is really good. This one is also from the group of El Paraguas, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was bought out by someone else. I'm confused when it comes to this part, but this place used to be my favorite restaurant in Madrid. I don't know what happened to it, but I will say it's so nicely decorated. It is an experience. I think the quality of food and the music have declined. Now they have a lot of like party music that I don't think fits with the vibe, and definitely not if you're trying to have conversation. I think that the music lately makes the experience really unenjoyable or not pleasing. So that is something that I don't like anymore. I don't visit anymore for that reason, but when I went, the food used to be delicious. What I'm saying is, if you have like a special date, you want to impress someone, you like to party, this could be the place for you. You can get great pictures here. Again, not sure about the food, so I can't really commit to saying anything anymore about it, but give it a try. Focus on drinks and party and experience. Quintin, another one from the group El Paraguas. Sorry, but they're just great. This place is so lovely decorated. It's really like, I don't know, like funky in a way, because there's a fruteria, so like a little fruit area. They have charcuteria like in display, and There's something about that place, the energy, the vibe, it's always happy, electric. I love coming here. I have always eaten well, and I've come to this place several times. It's a bit pricey, but the food is delicious. The drinks, like, they're very interesting and electric. They do have some simple dishes like pizza, but who doesn't like pizza? There are better places for pizza here though, but I think this is a great option if you want to have fun. So I come here to celebrate birthdays, to celebrate someone visiting. The last one I'm going to mention from the group of El Paraguas is Ten con Ten. This is a classic in Madrid. Everyone goes. I haven't gone yet. I have heard it's expensive, but that it's just for sure a great experience overall. So you have my approval. Everyone I know loves Ten con Ten. Taberna Laredo. This is a 4.5 with almost 3,000 reviews, or a little over 3,000 reviews, which is a really good rating. And I used to live a block away from this restaurant, and this place was always packed, like packed to the point that there wouldn't be a chance for you to eat there if you didn't have a reservation. The food is just so great. So I would say, like, Grupo Paraguas tries a little hard with their plates. Like, they want to have a fusion, they want to have something special, but Laredo is more like genuine, you know, like it's true genuine Spanish food. It's so cozy and great, like homemade. You know that feeling that you're like, oh, this food is just so good, and it feels homemade. That is the experience that you're going to have. In terms of the service, I don't think that that's their main focus. If I have to be objective, I would say it's not the best service, but I think it's almost a bit unfair to judge them by their service, because this restaurant is supposed to be fast-paced. Everyone's at the bar trying to get a tapa, trying to get a caña, calling the bartender, and that's very Spanish. I know it's not for everyone, but this is the style, and it's what makes this place special. So if you're looking for a bar, a taberna, it's a bit elevated. It's not like cheap bar vibe. It's great if you are a tourist, so you can get that like first Spanish vibe. If you're coming, come in with good company so you can enjoy your conversation and be patient as the staff does their thing. I told you I was going to tell you which one was my favorite restaurant in Madrid, and it's this one. Is La Maruca. La Maruca has a few locations in Madrid. My favorite one is the one on Velázquez Street, just because it's a beautiful street. I like it. Okay, I just like this location. It's my favorite. They have Spanish food, particularly Cantabrian food, and it's just so great. If you want to try the best tortilla de patatas in the city, this is your spot. And I don't care what others say, this is the best tortilla de patatas in Madrid, and the best cheesecake in Madrid too. And I know that restaurants fight over getting this rating of the best cheesecake and the best tortilla de patatas. To me, La Maruca has it. And there's something about Madrid restaurants that I have experienced sometimes that bothers me, and that is that there's lack of consistency sometimes. You can get the same plate and it's not the same. And that doesn't happen here with La Tortilla and the cheesecake. It's always the same, consistent, same temperature, same deliciousness, same everything. Other plates have also been amazing, especially anchovies and some pork tenderloin thing that they have with cheese that's just so good, and cadillos. In terms of illumination, ambience, energy, everything is just really cool. It's a busy restaurant. You need a reservation with days in advance, so make sure if you want to come you do that, but it's a great Spanish-like experience. Cachivachi Taberna on Serrano. These are Galician tapas. I remember when I visited, it was crazy to me that every single bite of every single dish was so delicious. The service was absolutely great, and just the seafood was so fresh. I remember asking the server, when do you guys get your seafood? Because this just feels like it just came out of a sea. And he told me the whole story of how they function when it comes to seafood and all. And I think the whole Madrid has very fresh seafood, but particularly this restaurant is just so good. And they don't only have seafood. I remember I tried lamb spring rolls, and they were just to die for. Everything here was so good. The experience was great. Bar Monero, this place is for you to have cool drinks, come here, dress nicely, enjoy The decoration, it's so cool. I love this place. It's a really good vibe if you're trying to go out at night. Maybe start your night here with some Spanish appetizers and drinks, and then go ahead and go have your late dinner like Madrileños do. I guess I want to say don't focus too much on having like, you know, dinner or a main dish, more on the experience of tapas and drinks. Finally, if you are in Centro and you go to Mercado San Miguel and you want to eat something around there, I would suggest don't eat at Mercado San Miguel. Just check it out if you're curious, but the food there has become really commercial and not special and very expensive. Go to Mesón del Champiñón, which is 2 minutes away, and it's on a street where there are a bunch of mesones. So there's Mesón de Champán, Mesón de la Tortilla, and a jam here is Mesón del Champiñón. They have the best mushrooms you're going to have in your whole life, and great tapas overall. This is not an elevated tapas bar experience. It's a true taberna that you're gonna have no space. You're gonna be standing trying to eat your mushroom, having a caña, and then you just keep going. Or if you want, you can get a table there as well. But this is the best way to do it. Just like, you know, go in there, have your tapas, and then leave. Now let's talk about other cuisines. Italian food. I have to mention Belmondo. I love Belmondo so much. It's also on Velasquez Street. I love it because I think it's a great price per value. I don't know why. I don't find it super pricey for the type of experience you have there. Usually for 2 people with a drink each, an appetizer and a main dish, we have spent like 75, 78 euros, never get to 80 euros. So I think that's a pretty good price for this type of experience. You do need a reservation in advance. They have amazing Italian food. All of their menu is great. They do change it sometimes, and that bothers me because I fall in love with one dish and then next thing you know they don't have it anymore. But it's okay, I forgive them because I've never been disappointed. Also, most people there, like the staff, is Italian, which is so cool because you hear them speaking Italian here and there and you just feel like you're in Italy. So I love that whole experience, and the decoration is very whimsical, I would say. It's a cool experience. Flavia, contemporary Italian style food. I think this place has a great, above average everything in terms of rating. The service is always great. The food is always consistent and delicious. The decoration, ambience, vibe, music, it's always on point. It's so cozy. I love coming here in Christmas time because it makes me feel Christmassy. There's something about this place that feels so cozy. We come here like once a month. We come here a lot. And I love it for lunch, for dinner, for all occasions. It's a bit more like for families, I think. Definitely cute for a date. But yeah, you see a lot of families here, not for partying or anything like that, just like to have a really cozy, delicious, great meal. I know some of you come to Spain and you want your fast food. I don't like fast food, but the closest I get to fast food is pizza. So if you are with kids or if you are feeling your pizza, go to Grosso Napolitano. They have Neapolitan style pizza, and I think it's one of the greatest pizzas I've had in my life. I love it. However, do not recommend for delivery because if it's not fresh, it's just not great. It needs to be hot. It needs to be, you know, just recently gotten out of the oven. I really love pizza here, and they have craft beer as well. So I think this is a great place for casual gathering or spending time with loved ones. Service is good. Ambience is good, music is great. I love this place. Indian restaurants. Indian Aroma, which is my favorite. It's in around Barrio de las Letras. The decoration, the ambience is not top. It's a really normal restaurant, small tables, small place. 2 people don't fit in the door at the same time. You know, it's a tiny place, but the service is great. They even remember my name sometimes. I'm like, whoa, like, how do you remember me? So many people that come here every time. I see a lot of natives, like Indian people coming here, which I think it's a great thing. It's like me, when I choose a Venezuelan place, it has to be the best Venezuelan place in the city, right? And I know which ones those are. Point being is, this place is so good. I think the food is quality. It's really like traditional, great. I've tried many plates in here. Everything is great, especially their tandoori style dishes. And of course the butter chicken is great, and naan bread. And at the end, they give you a complimentary little like drink that's like a mango dessert drink. It's absolutely great. The price is so fair. Now, if you want to impress, I recommend going to Udaipur. This one is around Castellana area, and I love this place. I think it's really exotic. As soon as you get there, you feel like you're in another world. The ambience, the music, like everything is just so on point when it comes to that presentation. I think that they're like rivals with El Grupo El Paraguas, because they have their own group too, these people, the people from Udaipur, and they do it so good. And in terms of their food, I love the food here. It is pricey, but it's just so good. Every time we come, we love it. It hurts our wallet, but it's so worth it. Their cocktails are also really interesting, but you can't go wrong with this place in terms of, you know, the 4 layers of important things to look at a restaurant, according to moi. If you're looking for good Peking duck pancakes, I have a place for you, and it's called Manolita Chen. I love this place. I know that their food is a mix of Asian food, and I tried the sushi, it was average. I tried their dumplings, they were great, and I tried some Thai noodles, and I don't think they were really traditional Thai, but they were still delicious. And their duck is just great, and also the decoration is really pretty. I like places that feel like an experience, and this is one of them. Not only, again, the food is good, the service is good, but also you're seeing pretty things. So I think that if you want to have a cool experience, this is a good place to visit. An Asian place that is to die for is Bonha, which is hapon backwards. Their sashimi is just so good. If you like sashimi, this is your place. The food here is just delicious. The experience is really is cool, is elevated, is elegant. Maybe not a great place for families. Yeah, it's just like a place for a date or for a cool group of friends to be together. I love this place. It's really cool. Finally, if you are a brunch person or you want some breakfast in Madrid, there are many places that you can go to for really cheap tostadas with coffee and orange juice. I like a more elaborated meal for breakfast because I like to have a big breakfast that's going to take me through dinner. So I'm more of a brunch person. If you are like me, I recommend Honest Greens, which is also a great place for lunch and for having a nomad cafe style. So if you need a place to work at with good coffee, great, delicious, cheap, healthy food, this is your place. Breakfast options are pretty vegetarian, but they're really great, and their coffee is great. Their lunch is fantastic. So we usually come here actually mostly at 12 p.m. to have a super early lunch or a super late breakfast. I love this place. Then there is Zenith, which is a really cool place. It has an industrial vibe. It has a great specialty coffee. The service is great. Everyone's really young there, ready to work, ready to be fast and happy. And their dishes are great. They have good eggs Benedict, which is sometimes hard to find. And everything we've had there is great. And they have different locations. We've been to the one in Chueca, I believe, but I really like this place. There's also one that I've been trying to go to for the longest time and haven't been able to. It's called Bucolico, I believe. Bucolico, and it's because it's a 4.8 rating in Google reviews, so I think it's a great place. It's really Instagrammable, really pretty, and my in-laws have gone and said the coffee is absolutely great and the food is just so good. So I've been wanting to come here. Not sure if the eggs Benedict are better here. Let's try it one day and then we can share our thoughts on this restaurant, but I think it fulfills those 4 categories of good ambience, great service, according to my in-laws, great food, and good value. So this one is a great option. And then there is Brunchit, a bit too popular for some people's taste. Everyone goes to this place here in Madrid because, again, it's really Instagrammable, it's really pretty, young vibes, electric, cool, fast-paced, and good food that looks good on the plate. It's a good place for specialty coffee as well. I really like this place. It's really cozy and pretty and cute and good. If you want to also do something around Centro, I recommend you go to Café del Art. Is another place where you can bring your computer and just enjoy your coffee and a toast. I love their Reina Pepiada toast, which is a Venezuelan fusion there that they made on a toast. It's a toast with avocado spread and chicken on top. It's really great. I love this combination of coffee with the toast and computer. Great vibes, pretty place. And yeah, I think that is all with my list of restaurants today. I'm going to keep updating it because I love to go out to eat. I still have so many places to go to. It's overwhelming right now, like thinking of my list and feeling like it's not enough. If you have other recommendations that I must go to, please share with me in the comments. I hope you like this review, and I'll see you soon in another video.